Tell them where you are. And say this: Mom, Dad, friends, I'm at the place where I'm beginning the rest of my life. From this day, you begin to chart your course. And you are really, really welcome here. Welcome to our home. Welcome to my home, because I live on this campus. And welcome to your new home. This is Northeastern State University. 164 years of history. There is not an institution in the state of Oklahoma that can make that claim. Not if they have a bigger football team, a larger stadium, or have different colors. There was no one learning in Oklahoma before women, appropriately, and men were learning here. And with a class of at least 60% female, you are in a historic institution. West of the Mississippi River, west of St. Louis, Missouri, there is no institution that cared for women's education earlier than this institution. Founded as we were by the Cherokee people in the 1840s and 50s, and in 1909 we became part of the Oklahoma state system. My interest today is simply to welcome you and to tell you that this is my prayer for you. First, is that I'm glad you're here. Second, that I want you to graduate. Third, that you can't graduate if you don't become a sophomore. So, friends, colleagues, students, become a sophomore. Now, to do so, and to graduate, you're going to have to defy the odds. We have a huge crowd here today, and many of you, unfortunately, will not defy the odds. There will be all kinds of reasons why you won't become a sophomore. And unfortunately, if you don't become a sophomore, you're probably not going to become a graduate, here or wherever you may end up. So our interest in you is that you succeed. And success in this environment means that you graduate. And to graduate, you've got to become a sophomore. Now, how do you do that? What's the trick? This is my advice to you today. Not just as the president of this university, someone who's been connected with the university since the 1970s, but I'm a father, and I've had a son and a daughter that have sat at universities just like you on their first day. And I would have hoped that that president or that dean would have said to my son or daughter, this is what I want you to do. I want you to connect with somebody and something. I want you to care about something that you're doing here. We have over 80 or 90 organizations that has some dimension of interest for you. Find your passion. Connect up with that passion. Find and make friends. Don't be isolated. You'll find them in the dorms, you'll find them in classes, you'll find them in activities, but get connected. Go to class. I haven't found a single student that's graduated that didn't go to class. Not one. I know a whole bunch of people that graduated that went to class. Seek help. We have 1,000 people here, faculty and staff and great senior students. We have thousands of people here who can help you. Don't suffer in silence. When I said earlier to text your mom or dad and tell them this is the beginning of the rest of your life, this is what I meant. You're responsible now. My greatest hope would be that on this stage, in 4 or more years, that I get to look in every one of your eyes. And you know what I see when graduates cross the stage? Every time I see a sense of accomplishment, but almost always I see a smile. I want to see you smile. I want to look deep into your heart and see you smile at me. You're smiling because you have achieved something that only 20% of the world will ever achieve. You become a very important person to Oklahoma, to your families, to your communities. You're a college graduate, and you're now on to other things, important things, but you've proven your persistence, you've proven you can get it done, and you will be so confident. I am searching for that smile from each one of you. That's what I'm looking for from you. And my last point of this is how you survive, how you thrive, is you got to take care of each other. That's one of the mantras of this university. We know that no one does it alone. No president, no dean, no faculty, no outstanding student. Help each other in the appropriate ways. If someone's down, lift them up. If you're down, seek help. Listen to some of these upperclassmen. They are phenomenally bright and very giving. Make those connections. You will find that you have a new family. This family, this Northeastern family, is historic family. Well, today, you are here on a very special day. You class of 2010 in your numbers in the hundreds. You're here because you're part of the inaugural class of a new tradition that I am so excited about, and I'm so thankful to the freshman year experience group led by Jeff Walker, to the Riverhawk Engagement Committee led by Evelyn Wood and Dean Boren, and dozens of others whose names I'm not going to list, but you know I care about what you're doing. And it is now, you're going to be the recipient of the NSU coin. The NSU coin. Do you have it yet? Do you have this? Let me tell you about this coin in 3 minutes or less. On the front of the coin is the university seal. And in that seal is a story. In the center is a man's face in profile. It was Sequoia. Sequoia is an historic figure. He is one of the few men on earth that has ever created a written language. And by doing so, by taking Cherokee language from a verbal language to a written language, he made it possible for an entire people to learn. And learning is the key to success. Surrounding him are the words Cherokee Seminaries, 1846, and on the outer band, Northeastern State University, 1909. This is an historic legacy, and in a few moments, our good people are going to take you on the seminary walk, and you're going to hear about and understand that where you're walking is sacred ground in higher education for Oklahoma. And I think you will really enjoy what you learn. Flip it over. This is what we believe in. These are our 5 values. We believe in them. We're asking you to embrace them. This is what motivates us each day. Integrity is the first value. That means you have to be a trustworthy person. No matter what you accomplish in your life, your most important characteristic is your character. You can be smart as a whip, but if you're devious, who's going to love you? Who's going to trust you? And who's going to want to be with you? Integrity goes deep into the marrow of your personality. Excellence in everything we do, in academics, in athletics. Do you always win all the time? No. Did you try 1,000% today? Well, maybe I tried 80%. Can you try 90%? Can you try 100%? Excellence, which means that you raise your own bar. You're this good today. When you wake up tomorrow, how good can you be at what we do? Leadership, not just that you're the head of an organization, but that you have the capacities to serve others. That's what leadership means to us. We're going to cultivate those talents in you. Collaboration, no one does it alone. This event today would never have happened. This university wouldn't be here if one person thought they did it alone. By working together, you, this class, in this auditorium today, look across. You could be the single most potent force on this campus. If you decided as a group on a common goal, you would change the course of this campus's history. And finally, creativity. The most important characteristic we hope to instill in you is your ability to adapt, to learn and relearn, and to be creative. Why? Because then you'll be successful. If you can't be creative, it's going to be harder to be successful because your world is so dramatically dynamic and changing so much that what you learn the moment you step out of here, actually, the words and the formulas and the history are relevant, but what do you build upon that learning? That's where your creativity comes in. People are going to hire you, you're going to start your own company because you're creative. So, when I wake up in the morning, too early to be discussed, I think about in what ways today can we model these virtues. Integrity. And I don't care if you're the biggest guy in the room or the smallest woman, integrity is the single most important virtue you can have. Excellence in everything you do. And where none of us are there, none of us ever get to absolute excellence. It's the journey. It's the opportunity. It makes your life so rich. You'll feel so good about leadership, learning those values, collaboration, connecting with each other, and creativity. This is the call, not to the past, but this is the coin of the realm. This is the coin that will get you into various activities, get you certain discounts, opportunities will open up. And as I'm sure has been explained, when you graduate, when I get to see that smile and to see your eyes, you get to hand this coin that you had for those 4 more years to somebody who absolutely made a difference in your life. Somebody who you probably never said, you know, I wouldn't be standing here today with this diploma in my hand had you not come into my life at that moment. This is the coin of the realm. This is the Northeastern coin. And you will have the power to hand it to someone. I promise you, when you do it, they will be stunned, they will be proud, and there will be tears in their eyes because they will know what it means, not just to the institution, but what it means to them that you saw them in that role in your life. You are the first class. You are the inaugural class of this coin of our realm, the NSU coin. Take care of it, use it appropriately, and I'm looking forward to meeting you here on this stage. You and I in cap and gown, you with a smile and a coin and the future in your eyes. Welcome to your new home.